So, this is not a podcast.
Okay.
This is not an interview. This is just a video between two friends talking about
One-on-one
life.
conversation.
Yeah. So we're just going to jump straight into the question and the topic for today.
Okay.
Do you think Dubai is making us or breaking us? So from my own point, from my own personal perspective, I would say, for me, I think Dubai has broken me to the extent where I cannot go beyond this. Like I cannot get broken. Be like, you know, the way I've got to that part, like what could
Floor
go wrong
level.
again? Yeah. What could go wrong again? So I think Dubai has a way of breaking you, but it also leaves the space in you for you to try to build yourself back. Yeah. So it doesn't break you completely, but it breaks you to like that point where you be like, it's finished. But it's left for you to decide if you want to stay finished or like rise up
Or rise
again.
up. Yeah, for me, from my own perspective also, I will tell you that Dubai will break you, and not just only break you. You're even saying that break it to Dubai will crush you. It will make sure it crush you to that powder level. Then only few of us still have that opportunity to rise up again after that. And I believe that the reason why it happens that way is because few of us already sold everything back home just to be here. So somebody like me, I know I sold my business, I sold everything. I know that it's either I make it here or I make it here.
Exactly.
So for the remaining few guys now, they feel like maybe those ones that actually have something back home, they will always get to some point where they will think like the prodigal son. They'll be like,
go back.
what am I doing here when I have this and I have that, when my father is a king back home, and they will want to go back home. But for the few of us that have actually sold everything just to be here, we know that there is no going back. So it's either we make it here or here. So the first thing Dubai will do is it will first of all crush you. It will crush all those your expectation and everything. Then after which it will now start molding you back for the people that would want to rise afterwards. Others will just stay low after that. Then some also will just try to pick their broken parts to start making something afterwards. And
So now this leads to our next question now.
okay.
What was your expectation before coming to Dubai?
For my expectation, would you want to hear the career-wise or even the living-wise? Which of them? Because I had two.
So for me, my expectations were like, I had my sister here, so I told her, just bring me to Dubai. Just give me 6 months.
And I will change the story.
Yeah, 6 months. Like I already had my dream house in my head. Like
Oh my God.
I was so sure that we didn't see, because when I asked like what is the minimum salary I could earn here, she said 3,000 dirham for the start.
Okay.
So like 3,000 dirham converted to naira, I was seeing millions. I was like, okay. So if I calculate, like if I start molding blocks now, lay foundation,
strategic
in 6 months, everything is done. I have my duplex already. So I had like big expectations coming to Dubai with zero plans. That was a mistake. So I had high expectations coming here just to come and work, but I didn't even know what I was coming to work. Yeah, exactly.
That's
so,
another thing.
so yeah.
Yeah, for me, before I visited Dubai, I already started making my research because I wanted to go into game development. So I was just busy searching for game development companies. Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so before coming to Dubai, I was searching for game development in different countries, and I searched for game development countries, company in Dubai. And yeah, thank God, the place where my brother was working then, they had in their banner that they offer game development, experiential marketing, a lot of stuff like that. So once I saw that, I said, okay, this is my dream place. This is where I would want to work.
Survive,
Yeah, so I started already applying even before I visited. So, but then the crushing my expectation is that when I came here, during the interview, the manager saw that I was very, very good at graphics and video editing. So instead of pushing me towards the game development side that I would want to, I end up working with the marketing team. So this was where I started having my big fall down. I was having the intention of going to a
direct to gaming and software,
game development or software development. So for the fact that I didn't have all the required skills to be there, I was actually, what's the skills I have pushed me towards the marketing part. So yeah, I think that's for my own part.
Okay, so that's good. So now the next question. What shocked you the most? Actually, when you moved here, what shocked you the most? Like, what you didn't expect to see, or you know?
Okay, I think I will start by the weather, the food, and the environment. So, talking about the weather, I already know that Dubai is hot, but not
The way you saw it.
exactly. My brother didn't explain to me to that point, so he just told me that Dubai is hot. And I arrived here 1 a.m. I wasn't
Middle of the
expecting
night.
that, yeah, it would be hot.
Very hot at that
Come
time.
on. And during my stay airport and everything, it was cold, not knowing that AC
everywhere
is just
AC,
everywhere. So
yeah.
immediately I stepped outside, bro. The hotness was
could feel
as
it.
though that's part, like, the same hotness you get during afternoon in Nigeria. So I
You're
was
getting the
wondering,
middle of the night in
middle of the
Dubai.
night. I said, bro, what is happening? He was laughing. He said they play. You never see
Me,
something.
I think I didn't really think much about the weather coming. I didn't even think much about the weather coming. But for me, it was the living condition. So
Okay.
back home in Nigeria, it's not like we had the best kind of lifestyle. Of course, power shortage, no electricity 247, bad roads and all that. But at least when you want to sleep at night, you know you're sleeping very well.
You have a palace at home.
You have a very nice place to sleep. Even in school, like I think the only time I lived in that condition was in boarding school. And like I think I was telling you, but like in boarding school, up and down bed,
Bunk bed.
bunk bed. But for me, in senior class, I took out the up bed, so I just had like the down one only me to myself. So it was still even better. Like
Senior man.
so, coming to Dubai, I was like, okay, definitely, maybe I have like studio apartments from the beginning, or like my sister was already living here now. Maybe she has like a 2-bedroom. I can just patch in one for a while, then I can get my own place. But when I got here, like, and shockingly, when I took the taxi from the airport, the location the taxi took me by mistake was a very big hotel in Al Basha.
Wow.
So when I saw that hotel, like, this is where I'm going to be living. Till I started like, you're in the wrong location. Come to this place. Then I went there. Okay, her room was good. She had like a good space, TV, fridge, and all that. Or like balcony. Like, okay, this is good. Like, at least where's my own
You want to
space
see
like
your own
this?
also?
Like, go there, put your bed, your bag on top of that up bed. Or like,
Up bed. Burj Khalifa.
I had to sleep in that bunk bed. Oh my god! So that was like, I never expected that kind of thing here. And also coming, like, I was thinking like I'm coming to Dubai as a foreign country. I'll have European friends, Russian
Okay.
friends. Like, you know, I'm living in Nigeria now. Bro, I came here, what I was hearing was one Tele KKW. Like it was as if I was in one branch of Aba in Dubai. Like everyone
Okay,
around me was speaking like my
The
local
Conch
language,
Igbo.
like the Conch Igbo. Even in Port Harcourt, like we don't speak those kind of Igbo. Like I only speak Igbo once in a while with my family. Like, but it's coming and everyone is speaking Igbo, and I'm like, is this Dubai or is this?
What is this, guys?
So that was one of maybe like few of the expectations I had that like
That was crushed. Yeah, going to that part also. Why coming or do? Before I came to Dubai, my bro already explained everything I should expect.
okay, yeah.
So he told me, bro, this is how we live in Dubai. Oh. So you don't expect something much. You just have to know that you are
Yeah.
bunk bed, so either the
get used
down
to
or
it.
the up bed. So he already told me that I should expect bed space. Then also he told me that no alcohol. And back in
Back home.
Nigeria, and I used to be a DJ. You know the lifestyle of a DJ. DJ is that crazy lifestyle. So he already told me that just know that immediately you're coming to Dubai, you're coming to turn a new leaf, not all this you're crazy, this, that, no alcohol, no women, no this, no that. You're just coming to be a good guy. So to me, I already crucified myself back home because I felt like, okay,
you come and look
I'm
at
coming here
woman.
to just be a very good boy. No, none of these things. So, but guess what happened? When I arrived at the room, yeah, I dropped my bag in my normal down bed already. So he served me food. What he gave me was egusi soup. I was like, how come? Because to me, I wasn't expecting that again. I felt like the last place I will eat egusi is in Nigeria.
Nigeria,
And this
yeah.
guy didn't tell me that they have 1 or 2 ways to even get egusi here. So when I told him, how did you manage to get egusi here? He was laughing at me.
to Dubai.
That was the first one. Then the second one also, like you said, the community around, I started seeing like African guys, and especially the Igbo boys. I was like, how come? But now the next thing is there are a lot of ladies welcoming me. They were
the
like,
same room.
Emeka, you know, Emeka brother. They were saying
same
welcome
room.
to me in the same room. And I said, bro, you didn't tell me.
Heaven on earth.
I'm telling you, I wasn't expecting this. You told me that even if you look at women, they will directly
kill
take
you
you,
to
they will
Saudi.
kill you, they will send you to Saudi and kill you, that this is an Arabic country, no alcohol, no women.
No
But
women.
how, bro? What is happening? I said, in fact, I'll call my parents back home and tell
Tell
them.
them.
So the next thing again is, when he served me food, he gave me one bottle of water.
Those
You know, this big size
Eva
ever water.
yeah.
So when he gave me that bottle of water, I opened it just to test it, bro. This was
Jesus turned
vodka.
water into wine.
Jesus told me that was vodka. I smiled.
Yeah.
See, it was at that point I knew that I would last
You
in this
stay
country. I even have to
Yeah.
call my mom and say,
you
I'm
see,
not coming back.
This is just our own expectation. I'm sure many people out there watching the video had like different
Yeah,
expectations.
they
But
actually
the common thing is, no matter the expectations you had coming here, I would say 80% of the people met a different thing here. So for me, I had the mindset of coming to maybe live in a comfortable space from the beginning. But I came here and I was like, I had to go back to the bunk setting. So
Yeah.
I also had the mindset of maybe not eating local food, like avoiding local food entirely. But I came here and I was also eating local food.
Yeah.
Like, so every day it's on my table. So you never thought you would eat local
No, I
food.
wasn't expecting it.
Then you came and you saw it and you were happy. Me, I wanted to be eating burger every day, pizza every day. But
They crushed that expectation.
man, even chicken paratha that time I said was a what to buy.
Oh my God.
Okay, so now the next question is Dubai the land of opportunities or is it just marketing?
So I feel like if you're not prepared and you arrive here in Dubai, then there is no opportunity for you. So most people that complain when they arrive in Dubai are the people that's actually came here unprepared. The people who, okay, you're even
here
there,
unprepared.
you see. So there are a lot of guys that will feel like, okay, let me just go to this country. Whatever I see there, I will take it.
just do it, yeah.
So if you're having such mindset and coming to Dubai, it will be very, very difficult for you. In fact, to be sincere, they don't have anything for you because they are not looking for people who to even start teaching. They are expecting
who are
skilled
skilled
workers,
already,
exactly,
yeah.
skilled workers. And another issue is, to me, I feel like I didn't pass through the stress a lot of people pass through. So that's
You
why,
had someone here.
it will be difficult for me to even answer this question more like the 80% of Africans we do. Because why coming here? I already have a brother here. So he already
paved ways for you and-
paved way. He's like the John the Baptist that made things easier for me. So he already introduced me to his company, and that was where I got my first employment.
See,
But
directly you came, you got a job.
yes, I came here on the 1st of July, 3rd of July, I already started working.
Man, see?
You, how about you?
Everyone has their own story. Me, I came here in Dubai, like, bro, I submitted CVs. I had my sister here. Of course, she did the best she could do at that time also. Tried getting me like some interviews, but
She actually got interviews for you?
she did not get interview for me.
Okay.
She just open your LinkedIn, send your CVs. Yeah, she tried a bit, but like mostly was like with the CV part and all that. So I remember like she would help me print like CVs from her office, like maybe 30 pieces of CVs.
And this is the same guy that is coming to Dubai to shock her.
Bro, you understand, man? And I wanted to come and shock her, bro. It took me that 6 months I was planning to build my house in Nigeria. In that 6 months, I did not even get a job.
Oh my God.
Bro, I was doing like visa, the renewal
Visa
and all that,
change.
bro. When it was still going there, like 6 months, no job. I was just every day like struggling. So that's why I say I can say it's a bit of marketing more. It's a land of opportunities, of course. Now I can say it's a land of opportunities because, like I said, it's to break you to the point where you have to rise back on your own, where you have to make yourself.
So now, can you say, let's talk about from the current point of view. Can you now say it's land of opportunity or land of marketing? What would you say now?
Bro, now I can fully say it's a land of opportunities.
So what's changed?
Dubai didn't change, I changed.
Exactly. So that is why I said a lot of people, they came here without skills and anything. So I believe that for you to say it is now land of opportunity is because maybe along the line you learned one or two skills that gave you the platform where you are now.
If it's a land of opportunity, it should be like on an equal field for everyone.
For everyone, okay, I get you.
It's some people have the opportunity to like be skilled before coming here. Some people don't have the opportunity. So when you come into this country, if it's really a land of opportunity, anyone can come here and like easily get a job. Like
you're correct.
You understand? You can have the opportunity to also learn while working.
Yeah.
So it's not 50-50. I would say it's 70-30. 70% land of opportunity, 30% marketing. Because
Hyping.
there are many things that are being hyped in this country.
Truth.
Even the job market is being hyped. Like people say, when you tell someone looking for a job, they tell you, go to Indeed and submit. Like when you just go, you can get it.
But
So there are
that's a
people
lie.
that submit and get immediately, but the chances are slim for everyone.
Very, very
So
slim, I must
if it
tell
was on an equal field, I would say, okay, everyone that submits on LinkedIn should get a job.
Yeah,
So
true.
at
It's
some point,
difficult.
I deleted LinkedIn, Indeed, do everything. Or like, I'm fed up, bro. It's of no use. So it's 70-30 for me. 70% opportunity, 30% hype, like marketing and
So
all that.
now, if you have any advice for someone moving to Dubai, like in 2025, what would be the advice you would want to give to that person? Based on your experience
go to
now.
another country.
How me?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking about that. Dubai is nice. So for me, if I would advise someone to come to Dubai right now, make your research.
Make your
Yeah,
research.
make your research. Look for an additional skill. Bro, there are people working 9-to-5 jobs in this country, but on their free time, they're barbing people's hair.
Yeah.
They're making money.
I have a friend
They're
like
making
that.
hair, braiding hair for ladies. They're making money. They're doing lashes, nails. They're still making money. So you can see, like, your 9-to-5, your side hustle can even pay your bills.
That's true.
That's the only advice I can fully give to someone. It doesn't have to be something like hair or anything. It can be any
Anything
skill.
at all.
It can be web development. It can be content writing, content creating. Just have something else that you can. Don't depend on coming to work 9-to-5. Unless you have this high grade profession like you're a doctor or something, or that can really fetch you what you fully want. But if it's like maybe minimum wage you're expecting to like come and receive here, have like a side hustle to like add to
That will
it.
support you. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to someone coming to Dubai?
The advice I will give to anybody coming to Dubai 2025 is learn a skill, and not just learn a skill, because I bet you African or your country is the best place that will give you the opportunity to settle down and learn a skill. Like, make sure you're just good at it before applying for your visa, so that you won't get that stress and and all that. So that's number one. And the number two advice I would also give most Africans that are visiting Dubai, especially in 2025, is to be specific. Know what you want, and if you don't get that, like, don't even go for less. I know a lot of graduates in this country.
Plenty.
Yeah, so they just have that. They have that open CV of anything I get, I can take it. And you later see most of them, they end up in either security job or
maybe bar, working in the bar.
Working in the bar. Even working in the bar
or
might even be something a bit better, or even washing plates. Like, you just know
kitchen,
that, kitchen helper. So most of them are not actually getting that
bro, you
good
should see
job.
my kitchen helper CV when I came to Dubai.
You see,
bro.
Because at that point, what you're looking for is anything that would work, right?
anything
But
at
assuming
that
you were specific, okay, I'm a barber back home, so I'm coming to Dubai to look for any salon to work
with.
It's something different, you know. But I feel like most times they are just having that you're afraid, or maybe you're not up to the task or anything, something like that. So the advice I'm giving to anybody that is visiting Dubai 2025 is get a skill, get good at it, be specific. Don't settle for less. Don't adjust. Maybe, okay, if I don't get this, maybe I can just start with this. No.
For the moment,
Yeah, I think I even did that during my period. I was so specific that if it's not anything on IT, I was ready to go back.
And you stuck to it, and you see it worked for you also.
Yeah, so I think most people need to also try that.
So proper planning works. So if you plan properly, stick to what you want to do, you can definitely get it. So now let's move over to the next section, which is the survival mode versus success.
Okay.
So the first question is, are we really chasing dreams in Dubai, or we're just trying to pay rent?
Can you answer that? Can you start? I think that would be very, very tough.
So it's like we are chasing the dreams, but the rent is chasing us. Like the bills. So for me, it's more like working. For instance, now we are freelancers here. Let's talk about people like 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
So for instance, someone's salary is, I can say 3,000 is like the basic salary.
So if you can say 3 to 5,
3 to 5. People earn lesser, but let's say for like the minimum 3 to 5,000, and you want to live in an apartment of like 2,000. At the end of the day, I feel like you're spending
Everything on apartments,
everything on
feeding.
bills and all that. So unless you want to cut your coat according to your size, but even if you do that, you have to become very, very thin because you keep cutting that coat according to your size, like you're left with nothing. So it's basically we are chasing the goals, but the standard of living also is something to talk of.
There is, based on what you were saying, there is even a reply I would want to also add to that might be a little bit deviating from your question, but always try to call me back if I'm moving out from that. I also feel like the most reason why most Africans are stuck in the level that we are in this Dubai is based on what you just said now. Trying to manage that's your less salary to fit in. So let's say, for instance, for someone that receives like 3,000 salary, I bet you that person, the highest amount that person can risk for rent should be around 600. You're even saying 2,000. I bet you it will be difficult to see anyone that would accept to do that. So the highest they can pay for rent should be around 600.
1.5. 1.5 is
1.5 is when you see someone who is even stepping for that next level. So you already see that they have already conditioned their mind to that survival mode. But in a situation whereby you always push yourself to that's like, okay, I need to do this. It's paining me. I'm not comfortable. I'm not earning. It gives you that urge to ask for more.
Exactly.
You get my point. So let's say, for instance, if you're being paid like 3,000 and you have that mind to go and pay 2,000 for rent, I bet you the next time your employer will want to give you 3,000, you'll be like, bro, how?
Not enough.
How? Like, how would you be paying me 3,000 when rent is just 2,000? It's half of it.
But I've heard people say, don't put all your money back in Dubai. Like
exactly. So this is one thing.
Rather suffer themselves and
here and save back home. Exactly.
And send the money back home, or maybe use the money for something else.
Exactly. So it's also okay. So that's the reason why you should.
But then there's no growth because you're okay with that level. You can't grow because you're just planning to just stay there till you leave the country.
Exactly. So that's the reason why you see most people are in that same level. Because the fact that you want to try to manage and build something back home. But if at all you accept that, bro, I'm here to stay and I'm here to explore. I'm here to make it. Then you start putting those means that would make you stay uncomfortable. And before you know, you can boldly ask for more. But if you manage anything that your employer is giving to you, then there is no need of asking for more because it has already been automated. Once I receive this 3,000, I'll pay like 500 dirham for rent. I'll eat 500 dirham and I have like 2,000 or anything to save or send back home. So if you continue doing that way, it works as well. It works for people who
just stay on that level. That is what
exactly. And that's when you start hearing people tell you that I've been in Dubai for like 5 years, 10 years.
And it's same job, same income, same lifestyle.
So the highest increment such people can get might be from 3,000 to 3,500 or so. But whenever you see that person that is stressing himself, adding those pains, that person is not usually comfortable because it is no longer working. Then they are looking for more. They are looking for more
than opportunities.
Yeah, but now the loophole in that part is that most times those ones they end up spending everything that they've earned here in Dubai, and when they go back home, they go empty. So those are those ones, those your uncle that you know back home that you be like, this guy have been in US for like how many years? For 10, 20 years, and he's coming back empty-handed without anything.
So that means there's always a balance to it.
You should always strike a balance.
Find a balance.
The fact that you're stretching yourself to earn more, also try to save.
Exactly. There's always a balance to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, have you ever lived a month where you didn't know how you survived?
Whoa.
And sorry, I know you want to say something.
I have a lot to say on that.
So for those of you watching this video, like any of these questions you find very interesting or that relates to you, feel free to like drop a comment in the comment section. Share your own story if you want to, or just say something to like, because I know we're not the only ones going through these things.
Of course.
Like I feel like it's a general like situation.
A lot of Africans.
Both like the high class, the mid-range, and the low class. Everyone goes through one of these things. So have you ever gone through any months where you're like, God, how did I even survive this one? Like how did I go through?
Yeah, I started my freelancing. Like I went in full-time freelancing as of last year. Yeah, so last year I took that decision of stepping into freelancing. But you see this Ramadan period, oh boy. So during one thing about Ramadan in Dubai is that everything is slow, no company, no jobs, nothing. So during that period, it was really tough on me. There is no money coming in, only expenses. So that's the period where you ask yourself, who even sent me to go and do freelancing?
You
Because
know.
if you're a full-time employee, that period you also receive salary.
And you work lesser hours.
And you work
also,
lesser
yeah.
hours, you understand? But as a freelancer, there is nothing like a work for you, no contract, nothing. And also,
You know, when you wanted to start your freelancing, this is like out of the topic. I was talking with Nkafu.
careful.
We're like, Ben is already earning every month. And for me, it's different because the both of you joined freelancing. You guys were working already. They decided to stop your job to start freelancing. For me, it was different.
Straight up,
I was not working at that moment. I just went into freelancing. So I didn't really feel it more because I was not earning before I started freelancing. So even when I started freelancing and it was tough, I was like, okay, it's fine. I've been living this life for a while now, so I can just cope up. But seeing you guys that were already earning every month, working the same nice job you guys had, and decided to like quit it to like jump into freelancing, my man, I pray for these guys because like you're living a comfortable life to come and jump into this pit. And I know it's freelancing is good. Like people say, oh, it's nice, you're a freelancer, you have your own time to yourself. But times like this, when it's like off-peak seasons. So back to the question, like having the month, like this month for me now, I'm just waiting for this month to finish. For me to ask myself, like, how did I go through? Like, how did I pass this
Only
month?
God.
So for me, it's happened to me a couple of times, but I always look at the positive side of everything. So for me, when I go through things like that, I tell myself it can only get better from here.
True.
Yeah, and if I count backwards to when I've really known that, okay, this is very like the down moment, the next phase is always better. So yeah, so Dubai, I've experienced that times like that.
The highs and the lows.
Exactly.
I felt like the reason why it's really happened to me was that this is actually my first year of freelancing.
Exactly.
So assuming I understood that circle, I could have planned better for this summer. But I never knew. So, and it's so encouraging when you have conversation with other freelancers and they will be like, oh, you never knew that there is something called summer in Dubai.
But it's better experience than being told.
Truth, yeah, true. I've actually experienced it, and now
even if they tell you, you'll be like, okay. But when you experience this, I'm sure next summer by this time, it's not be like this.
Yes, either I fly to any close by country to go and chill.
Because there's not much work at that time. So staying here, just still spending.
Yeah, you're just spending.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now let's jump to the next question. Okay. How do you measure growth when you're constantly struggling? Like, how do you count, like, I'm making success, even if there are, like, challenges on the way?
Okay, how I measure my success? I feel like the best way I measure my success is when I turn back and see I'm not where I used to be.
Exactly.
So there are a lot of things that were my dream as of last year that I'm living in this year.
Exactly.
So that I call success, that I call growth already. So I'm not waiting until I get that high or that big. So once I strike some level, I congratulate myself. And I'm also that kind of guy that usually counts my blessings, name them one by one.
Exactly.
So I can be able to say, okay, I used to be here and I'm here. You understand? Exactly. So I feel like that's how I measure my growth.
For me also, same thing. Like, if I want to complain about Dubai, I would just ask I remember when coming to Dubai was my prayer point.
Exactly.
Like when I used to say, God, there's nothing else I want in this life. I just want to travel. Like, it was my prayer point.
Yeah.
So now, with the whole challenges and every like ups and downs with things, I still like try to count my little wins. Like,
true.
So I started freelancing like 2 years before you started, or a year before you started, I think. So I went through those phases where I went for a whole year without having a single client.
Like, you can imagine.
When I mean a whole year,
you can imagine
the only picture I took was a picture of my sister's friend during her birthday.
Jesus.
Even till now, I say always whenever I message her, thank her, like, you are my first client in life.
Please take note who you are.
I know she'll watch this video, she'll hear it. She's back in her country now, so she was my first client. Then I did a yacht party. From the yacht party, people found the pictures, they liked it, started having contacts from them. So if I look back at that time now, look back at now, where I can just sit and someone from nowhere, I don't know you from anywhere, not even from this country, can just call me and be like, hello, is this Vibe Studio, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I count those things are like little wins. So I'm still not where I want to be.
But at least
But
there
I
is a
feel like even in the midst of the whole struggle, they're like little wins counting.
Yeah.
January, when I started this year, like I wrote down list of equipment I wanted to buy and all that. When I saw the amounts, I was like, ha, is this even possible? Like,
Like
the
how?
figure was it was so big. Like I was like, ah. But now looking back at that same list, I can say I've covered like 60% of everything I wanted to get.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
even in the midst of the struggle, like we still count success like the little way we can.
Yeah, I also like that part where you said something about clients, which is something I'm much more very grateful for. When I started sometimes last year, it was just me thinking about how and what next. But something I count again as that big growth is having to receive call from someone I don't
Yeah,
know
you don't know
before.
from it gives joy.
That trust is massive.
Yeah,
The person will be like, okay, are you this, you offer social service, I need this service, can you send me a
Can you do
quote on
this?
this? It's a blessing for me.
Yeah. We are down to the third section of this discussion.
Okay.
And the first question is, why is it hard to open up when you're broke or facing challenges in Dubai?
In Dubai. Another good question. I feel for me, the reason why it's difficult to open up is because you're actually not the only one facing it. So there are sometimes you share your problem, and the person you're actually sharing the problem is also hiding their own wounds.
Even having more.
They are having more. So when they start explaining their own or telling you their own problem, most times you might feel like, oh, you've been facing all this while, and you're
just keeping it
you're
in.
keeping it. So
Yeah.
Dubai is really tough, and when you hear people's stories, you know that yours is even less.
Yeah, like it cannot be even compared. So for me, I feel like it's not just based like Dubai. I feel like everywhere is tough, and everyone is going through like
through
one thing or
lots.
the other.
Yeah.
No matter how they look outside, like inwardly they have their own struggles that they're not telling you about. So personally, I try not to like bother people. I say
your
bother
problem.
people, like tell people about my problem because
Burden them, yeah.
one, they might have bigger issues. In a place like Dubai, where at the end of the month you have to pay your rent, or even if you're paying yearly, like you have bills to pay monthly, all
Yeah.
that. Like, and you're coming to tell someone, oh, please, I need this, or I'm going through this and this. And me, I feel like I'm bothering them. So I rather keep it to myself or just allow it pass. So it's not like it's pride or anything. It's just because you're also being considerate to what
Being
the other person
considerate.
is going through. Yeah, that's my own opinion.
Yeah,
So
I think a lot of people have one or two reasons for that. But then, can you call back home to ask them to send something for you when they're also depending on you?
Exactly.
So these are things that you just consider and you start facing your problem alone. And most times, it leads to depression because
yeah,
you're
but some
carrying a
people
lot
also
of
are scared
things.
of see finish.
See finish is another one.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
another tough one.
people are scared of. So you know, go tell person your problem, and they'll not be like, do you know this guy has not paid his rent? That car he's driving, he has not paid for his finish.
Truth.
Yeah.
And they do it a lot in
Yeah, so
Dubai.
people avoid things like that. Me, not like so it depends on the circle you have. So me, I might not have people like that around me where I can share my problem and I will tell it to someone outside. But someone else might be facing the same thing. Like I've told this guy my problem before you know I'm hearing it from another person.
True.
Yeah, because we are trying to talk about our own opinion and
Not what every other person.
yeah, whatever person exactly. So
Yeah.
down to the next question: social media in Dubai. Is it real or is it like fake life?
Bro, it's fake. Oh. It's all fake, yeah. Like you can
But
count the real
it
ones.
cannot be all fake.
You can count the real ones, bro. I must tell you the truth.
I know the funny thing for us in the okay, I can say I'm more in the entertainment line than you are in Dubai. I think you're more to corporate clients and all that.
Yeah.
So now I'm living those entertainment lifestyle to go to the corporate, like, because in the entertainment space, I feel like it's more of fake than it's real.
Okay, I think we should do it this way. While you're talking about the entertainment part, I can also talk about the corporate life to tell you how fake they can even be, bring in things in
Now you've
corporate
said
session.
this, and I'm even now rethinking it now because I think even in the corporate cycle, like it's still. But I feel like it cannot all be fake.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because
It's totally not all.
living the fake life in Dubai is expensive.
Very, very. I must tell
It's
you.
expensive. You can imagine I'm faking that I live in a 2-bedroom apartment and every weekend I go and rent a 2-bedroom apartment just to make videos
To
and
meet
take
up.
pictures, just to meet up. Bro, I'm spending even
still
much
very
more. It's
expensive.
very expensive, like to fake it in Dubai. Oh, I want to fake like I'm driving an expensive car and I'm going to rent. Still expensive to live it. So there's the fake life, which I will not even advise you to live because it's expensive. But truth be told, okay, aside the lifestyle now, what people see also. You know, everyone has this mindset of you're living in Dubai, you're living very well.
Yeah.
I know people that have been in this Dubai for maybe 5 to 6 years and they've never visited desert safari.
That's true.
But when you Google Dubai, the first things you see are these things: Dubai's desert safari, yacht party. I used to live close to Museum of the Future. I was saying that
I've not
Emirator
even
was there.
visited there.
I knew when they started that project. So I knew when they even covered it, we didn't know what they were doing there. Then they unveiled it, they covered it again. But till now,
Up to date.
I've never gone inside.
Oh my God. Bro, you're something else.
But this is it. It happened in my eye. So when we talk about the real or fake, it's not just about the lifestyle.
True.
It's just about everything happening.
Yeah.
You see these big towers also, they look very nice. But when you go inside, it's not really the way you expect them to be. You hear about, the job offers and how much they're paying. You see on news, you see online. But when you come here, it's a bit different.
Different, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not just about the lifestyle people are living. For me, it's basically about everything happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was saying about the corporate style, I think most employers they rate you by your lifestyle. Like, okay,
Yeah.
so, and employees know that trick. So meaning that if you want to go for an interview or anything, some staffs, they don't mind to rent a very expensive car, rent an expensive car, just to go there. So when when the employer finds out that you're coming for a job
a job with
interview
their
with
car.
a Lambo or anything,
They will
would
take you
come up.
serious.
Yeah, they will take you serious. They will raise the amount. But imagine if you're trying to appear real or anything and you're coming for a job interview with RTA boss or anything, like they already know how much to pay
How much
you.
to expect.
They know how
Exactly.
much. So
Yeah.
things like this happens a lot here in Dubai, and most times they will even ask you some few questions.
Just to
Where
know
do you
where do
live?
you live,
Where
the
do you live?
area.
And you tell them you're living in Sharjah,
Sapka.
Ajman. They already know how much to pay you. You
Exactly. But
understand?
when you
So
tell
people know
them,
all those things. So
exactly.
now when you ask them, they call all those high
Business
tickets,
bay,
business bay,
stuff
this
like that, marina.
exactly. So when they tell you all those, and most times they might even ask you, okay, where the studio, and you are foolish enough to
You
say
say no.
partition.
You know
They know.
one this thing also really happened some time ago. I had to go for a meeting. I had to meet this lady. I was about to like discuss about forthcoming event and how we could work like longer. Then she asked me, when she sent me locations, she was like, do you need a parking space?
Thank you. She's profiling you.
Now I'm thinking of it. I'm looking like maybe she wanted like red. And good thing enough, I was smart to think, and I told her, no, I told her I don't need a parking space because I'm driving with my friend, and he's going to leave with the car later, so and pick me later. Bro, I was coming by metro, bro.
Ew. Another fake life.
So, but I don't know why I did it
Yeah, you're lucky.
because I also thought like, okay, why is she asking me this? I think I was with some calf was like. He was not like giving the idea, like, don't tell her we're coming
Yeah,
like this.
you're very lucky.
Because we're coming to discuss money with her.
Yes, she was profiling
So
you.
if she knows that, these guys are coming by taxi or by metro, be like, okay. Then they will now come and tell him, I want to charge you 20,000 dirham. Be like, nah.
No, she'll feel like, no, you don't want it. So that's
Yeah,
another thing.
so that means fake like is not really bad.
Yeah,
It
people
just
fake
depends
it
on
here
how
to
you
make
do
it.
it. It depends on how you're doing it. Okay.
They fake it to make it here.
Okay, so this is our own opinion, by the way. If we are wrong, you tell us in the comment section we are wrong. We'll correct ourselves.
No, not about wrong. My opinion can be wrong. If I'm wrong, fight me in the comment section.
So, okay, the next question based on this section is: does Dubai teach you to hustle or does it burn you out,
I want to hear from you.
bro? So, I've always had this. I knew I had it in me like to hustle, like yeah, but I grew up in a place where it was a bit comfortable for me. But I knew if I was faced with like tough situations, I could still persevere and all that. But coming to Dubai, it was on a whole different level. So I would say, just like making or breaking also. But I wouldn't say Dubai has burnt me out yet because I still have the fighting energy. I still see that the future is bright, so I still can push more. But yeah, it's really taught me how to hustle, like how to really, really grind hard. Like I would say I've put in more effort in Dubai than I did back home. Like
You know, just like what we keep saying here, your story will be totally different
from
from
another
every
person.
other, not even many people.
Exactly.
Reason being that you have never tasted 9 to 5. So there are a
No,
lot of
I
things.
did 9 to 5, bro.
How long?
At least for like a year.
Really?
Yeah, I did 9 to
So
5.
the reason why I said that,
My own was even more than 9 to 5. It was like 8 to 12 in the middle of
so
the
now
night.
the reason why I said what I said is it is a whole lot of different thing that immediately you stepped to Dubai, you tried business,
Yeah.
maybe as an entrepreneur, because if you check way back in Nigeria, a lot of our youths after graduation, they know that there is no job. So we usually transition into entrepreneurship,
something, yeah.
hustle. We look for any means to get that money. But the worst thing that will happen to you is once you enter Dubai and you get a 9 to 5 and you start earning.
You know, my first ever paying job, like me expecting salary at the end of the month, was here in Dubai.
You see, yeah. So that mindset wasn't even there. You started growing it here.
Here in Dubai, yeah.
So now, where the problem now happens is Dubai. There is no other life aside that work home next day, work home next day. So before you know, it's 1 week has passed, 1 month. If if at all you're someone who already had a dream, something to build on, once you step into that loophole of that security to step out,
It's very hard.
very, very hard. So you see that your dream or that your hustle starts dying off. I know a lot of graduates, a lot of people with a lot of good skills, but once they've been trapped in that cycle, it's very, very difficult for them to step out. So it takes some intentional guys that will say, okay, I'm saving up to have this so amount of money to step out and try that dream.
Are you saying Dubai is actually burning us out?
It will burn you out. It will burn you out. And the only time it will release you is maybe after 10 years or 15 years. Yeah. I know a lot of people that I have conversation with. If you ask them, how long have you been? You see the person will tell you, this is my 10 year. And I usually ask that question when I'm still fresh. When I'm in my 1 year in Dubai, I will tell you, don't worry. Before my this. But yeah. But when I spent 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I understood that this is the reason why this is so.
But you know, if I had like the knowledge I have now, when I came to Dubai, I think I would have done better. Like if I knew if it was possible to just come into Dubai and apply for your own visa yourself, like a freelance visa. If I knew it was possible then, I think I wouldn't have waited for so long to like get my visa under a company.
Yeah.
Because when I came out, like, okay, you just have to get a job to get your resident ID.
True.
I didn't know it was possible to use money and go and get a freelance visa and all that. And even still work under a company with your own visa. I didn't know it was possible, like all that. You get like NOC and all that. But
yeah, nobody told me that as well. I felt like it's just as a full-time employer.
Yeah, but if I was working full-time till now, I would tell you Dubai is burning out.
Yeah, exactly. So the reason why you can think now like a hustler is because you're freelancing. At least you know that there is no bracket to what you earn. This month, this year might be black or anything, but you are sure that there is some days that it will be better.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Good thing we're going with the topic. So now on the next section, so this is like the last part of this whole discussion. And can you be living in Dubai and feel less rich or a bit poorer than you were in your country?
Yeah, of course. Because go back again to the cost of living.
But also the income also.
When you say something about income, let's say for instance, you're being paid 5,000 dirham and you're paying rent of this, you're paying this. You see that after their expenses, the only time most Nigerians feel that they are rich, most Africans feel that they are rich in Dubai is when they start converting what they earn with their currency. So, but whenever you feel like I am here and you see that you can't afford the most basic things here in Dubai,
But
you already know you're broke.
You know, this whole thing is not just even boiled down to Africans. You know, there are Europeans
that feel same way,
going through the same
Truth.
thing. I had this friend, he's from Texas. I met him for a short while. He came to Dubai. He said he was working as a delivery rider in Texas. So he came in here with the mindset of coming to look for like a corporate job because he had the experience in like marketing and all that.
Yeah.
But you know that guy couldn't get a job. He had to go back.
Wow.
He stayed for like 6 months. And one day, like, he's going back, like, he cannot. And I'm like,
You can't
hey,
continue.
you, American citizen.
Dubai go humble you.
When American citizen, you cannot see, like, so that means it's it's not easy for everyone, not just Africans at the end of the day.
So I'm just trying to be specific to the community. I know I've had conversations
okay,
with because I can't tell about every other person.
people, yeah.
But I know that as African, this is one or two issues that we face. Whenever you feel you're wealthy, it's because you're converting to your money back home.
Yeah, but yeah,
if you
exactly.
try to spend here, you know that you can't go to places.
Exactly. And I feel like, I would say like 70% of everyone I've met in Dubai, even the ones I just met recently, like, if you hear their stories, you see like no one was really suffering back home.
Yes.
I was not suffering back home also.
Yeah.
Like,
for you to afford your passport and
exactly.
flights
So,
here
the
and visa.
majority of the people here living the way they're living now, they were not really suffering. I know someone back home, he had his good business going very well. That guy was making nothing less than at least 5 million naira every month.
See.
But he just needed to go to a new bad
Only try
advice
new
also.
thing, yeah.
Where like nothing is happening, just go, leave this money I'm making here is very small, you can double it outside. He came to Dubai and he worked as a security guard for like the first 4
Same thing I
years.
said.
He had to go back, and now going back to Nigeria, he had to now
Zero again.
start again. So
True.
yeah, I feel like it's true. People are actually living lesser than they were living in their
Yeah,
country.
a lot. Not a lot. So, yeah.
Okay, so any advice before we go to like the game section? What advice would you give for just from your own heart, from the whole discussion we've had? Is Dubai making you or breaking you? So would you give an advice to people that are actually going through the real struggle now, that are thinking of giving up,
Yeah.
and give advice to also people that are actually finding their feet back? Like, what can they do better?
Okay, my advice for people who are in that season where they have been like in the season where
Very
Dubai is
tough.
crushing them, breaking them, my advice is use this period as a time to learn and a time to fall back. Don't see it as a time to give up. Yeah, because most of us, if at all everybody start telling you their story, you know that at one point of time they pass through the same season. So just see it as a season that you have this opportunity to learn and grow. Don't see it as a season to maybe. Don't see it as a season to remain at the floor. See it as a season to gather all the experience and strike back again.
Okay.
Yeah, and also, like I said earlier, be very specific on what you want and go get it.
for it,
There are a lot of opportunities, but whenever you are scattered, you
you
can't
don't know what
hit
to
a shot.
focus on.
So it's just more like targeting your bullet and shooting a shot. You definitely get what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So advice for people that are already finding their feet back, like what can they do better? Like someone that has gone through the stage of depression and everything, and things are finally working away, how can they maximize that opportunity they're getting now?
The question will now be, am I advising fellow freelancers or
9 to 5.
9 to 5?
Advice in general, freelancers, 9 to 5, same people.
That would be tough for 9 to 5. I will also advise you to just look for any passive income. Look for anything that will give you money passively. Don't just depend on that your 9 to 5, because definitely you would spend like how many years and you go back home or anything. So you see that any business or anything that you set now is something that would hold you later. Then for freelancers, I will also advise that you try more marketing. Try also to start thinking about how to expand it into a business. Try to start learning how to delegate and build whatsoever you're doing into a business. Don't just end in that level. Think about how to step higher into the business level. Yeah.
Okay, so just to add on what he said, so for the 9 to 5 people that are looking for like to learn a new skill, on this section, on this series we'll be dropping on YouTube, we'll also have a day where we talk about like things you could get your hands on, like opportunities, like things you could learn even as your 9 to 5. You can just give out 2 hours of your day to like do more research. We'll be giving you short courses or like skills you could learn at home, like that could one day take you away from your 9 to 5 to something more profitable on your own. So my advice also to the 9 to 5 people is don't be comfortable at where you're at.
Read books.
Yeah. Not just reading books, speak up for yourself. Like if you're being treated bad, if you feel like you're not earning what you're worth, because I think everyone knows what they're worth. If you feel like you're being paid less, or go for what you think you deserve. If you think you deserve an increment of salary,
Go
talk to the right
say
people there
it.
and tell them, oh, I'm doing this, I deserve to earn this. We know it's Dubai, but still speak up. And don't be too comfortable. If you're earning 3,000 and you feel like you can pay 500 for rent or 600 for rent and save, you'll be on that level for
long.
forever. But if you can push forward, like you see, when you start earning 4,000, you'll be like, oh, I was earning 3,000 before I get. When you get to 4,000, I can get to 5.
Yeah.
So just don't be too comfortable. Then for the freelancers, it's never going to be very, very easy. It's some days are tough, some days are easy.
Okay.
So, like you said, you're a freelancer doesn't mean it's just you. Try to build a team also.
Exactly.
Yeah, try to get a community of people to work with. You cannot have job today, but tomorrow the next person can have and call you. So just build a community around you. That's the only way to survive as a freelancer. It's not just you alone. It's works with the community.
Yeah.
So yes, that's my advice.
And also the book I would also suggest you read, even as an employer or as a freelancer, is this cash flow quadrant. It will help a lot to change your mindset. Yeah.
So now this is the last section of this topic of the discussion today, and it's going to be a fun question and answer.
Okay.
So just straight answer, yes or no, yes or no.
All right.
If you feel like you want to give your reason, then it's fine. So, have you ever cried in a taxi or in the bus before?
I've cried in a scooter.
You cried while riding a scooter.
I've cried in a scooter.
Okay, so that's a tough one. Me, yeah, I think I've like not crying outside, like, but inside I could hear myself crying, like, and I was inside the bus. I think someone noticed me, like, I had to like just come down off the bus and like continue the, because I was close to the house already. I just continued the journey back home. Yeah, so we've all been in that tough situation. Okay, next one is have you ever prayed that your card does not like decline when you're trying to make a payment, like does not show you like insufficient balance or something like that? Have you ever been trying to pay for something and be like, God, please let there be money in this card, let there be money?
No. I don't think I've been in that.
I mean, I've not been in that situation also, but I've been in the one of the Metro card. So,
Metro a lot.
yeah, there's no Metro, sometimes you don't know how much you have in your card.
Yeah.
So like you're tapping, like, God, please let this thing just pass. Let me just go through. Yeah. So I've been in that situation also, yeah. Thank God we've passed those stages, man.
Yeah.
Never to go back to them again.
Amen.
Okay, the last one is, have you undercharged for a job because you really needed money?
I think I even did that. I did that recently. But most times it doesn't work. It doesn't usually work.
I've noticed when I undercharge because I need money or I'm so desperate, I end up regretting because that was the kind of job that will stress you the most.
Truth. Yeah. You're correct. Yeah. It doesn't usually work. I feel like just stay.
Yeah, just stay at that. Your don't be like, okay, because I need this money, let me go low.
Yeah, it's okay to be flexible, but there is something like undercharging just to fit in. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
You to end up in regret.
Okay, so this is the end of the discussion, and we didn't introduce ourselves from the beginning because we wanted to just go straight to the topic. So you'll be seeing the both of us, our faces more often now. This is not a podcast, like I said. This is not an interview. This is just two guys just talking about the reality of things they see around them. And we might not be professionals in this, but it's our opinion. Like you said, it's our opinion. We cannot be wrong about our opinions. What I think, if you think something different,
comment section
or let's say camera and say your own.
Exactly.
So yeah, my name is Ozzy from Vibe Studio Photography Dubai, and
Benjamin from Script Studio.
So see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye-bye.